EA Sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports is proud to bring you coverage of PGA Tour golf. Today from 17-mile drive on the Monterey Peninsula and historic Pebble Beach golf links. Rich Lerner, so pleased to be joining you here today, and by my side in the tower, as always, is Frank Nobilo. And Frank, when I look to my right, over the Monterey Peninsula toward the Pacific Ocean, I always think this is what they mean when they sing from sea to shining sea. Pebble Beach never does disappoint.
It has to be on everybody's wish list. I don't really care what level of your standard of play is. The best players in the world want to play here, and I have friends really that just took up the game, for example, like a year ago, and that's always where they want to go. Can I get a round at Pebble Beach?
As picturesque as they come, that is right down the middle. Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
127 yards, that's what he's looking at down the flagstick. Pin in the middle, so it's a green light.
Oh man, it looked good initially, but rolled off the green and back into the fairway. That stings. "14 feet to the hole. Okay, so 3 putts for him on this opening hole, and that will contribute to a +2 start.
Frank, interestingly, this hole number 2 plays as a par 4 for the U.S. Open. It is a par 5. It's absolutely gettable, and players must take advantage.
Certainly, Rich. Off that back tee, really you've got to grab a driver. I know there's bunkers left and right, but the decision is whether that tee shot finishes in the fairway, because if it does, you're going to have a crack at this par 5 and 2. If it doesn't, then you play the layup.
And there's a good first step to start making up some ground after the troubles at 1. A picture-perfect drive here at the 2nd.
That second shot got all the way down by the green, but in the bunker. So we'll have to see what the explosion shot can do from here. Really need a birdie right now.
Not an ideal result there. Hoping to maybe get this close. It is on the green, but not where you want to be. A birdie opportunity at 2, and Nota Begay is down there.
And this doesn't look too complicated at all. I don't think he needs to give away the hole. This is pretty straight on.
That is lefty right there. A beautiful putt, and the result is a birdie. This is a pretty hole, the 3rd. 397 yards, just a gentle dog leg to the left. And you do have the option. If you're longer, maybe you just take it up over those trees and cut the dog leg, leaving yourself very short shot in. Or you can play it out to the right, have a little bit more in, but still certainly with a good chance at birdie. And that, not what you're hoping for, especially after the birdie a minute ago, as this is into the bunker. Second shot coming up. Nota's down there.
And just a huge mistake with the ball finding the bunker down the right-hand side. And don't let the backdrop of that beautiful ocean fool you. This is a tough shot.
That took some guts too. That was a clean strike out of the fairway bunker. And to get it inside 10 feet, some doing.
This a little under 10 feet for birdie. Well, you miss 100% of the putts that don't get there, right? Lesson learned. So after a bit of a wild start featuring a birdie at 1 and a double at 2, this nice calming par here, 3rd, and that keeps him at 1 over. Well, this is where Pebble Beach starts to look like Pebble Beach in all its glory and magnificent beauty. It's only 333 yards. Off the tee, you can hit driver, maybe make an eagle, knock it up on the green. We have seen guys do that. Or you can play it safe, long iron off the tee. Either way, you're thinking 3 at 4. Nothing to fault there, safely in the fairway. So a big drive, and not much needed to carry here for his 2nd. Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck. A look here at birdie.
Really not a whole lot to this. He's going to get a little help from the slope. Other than that, just slightly to the right.
from about 8 feet.
Oh, that is right on the precipice of going down. But I do believe it's going to stay out.
In for bogey, now sitting at 2 over for the round.
First par 3 of the round, and Frank, I'm reminded of the great history that Jack Nicklaus has here at Pebble Beach, and that goes well beyond what he did as a player.
Well, that's for sure. And we know his playing credentials, but he won the second of his 2 U.S. amateurs here in 1961. Actually said that was the best he ever hit the golf ball, but his legacy really as a designer, you see right here in front of you. I never got to play the old 5th hole, which is further left, but this is an absolute beast. It plays around 190 yards, very narrow green, and that is a cliff on the right, believe me.
Boy, that one was coming in hot, and it winds up carrying over the back of the green. Now some touch needed here for his second.
Well, it's tough to shake off that bogey at the previous hole, especially when you hit a shot like that.
Well, that, not his finest effort, and it's going to leave a very anxious putt to say bogey.
Yeah, that's a good putt right there. You hate to be sweating those for bogey, but it will indeed be just the one drop shot. Well, now Pebble Beach begins to really open up with some of the most famous holes in the world. We'll begin with a 498-yard par 5 6th. Pacific Ocean on the right and a row of bunkers on the left. Treacherous is a word that comes to mind. That will do just fine.
That second shot just ran out of fairway, but still, nice little pitch shot and a good chance to make 4 at par 5.
Now this for birdie.
And he's got this ball on the flat part of the green, and this is about as straightforward as they come. He's just got to get it there.
Oh, needed just a little bit of a turn, but that will somehow stay right on the edge. Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par.
Frank, there are certain spots in sport that kind of steal your breath. Starters gate at the Kentucky Derby, home plate at Fenway Park, maybe top up the hill if you ski at Kitzbühel, 7th tee at Pebble Beach. Absolutely is one of those special places.
Just over 100 yards, Rich. It's the ultimate, piece of cake. Where that's what it looks like, but then you try and taste it, and you want a little more, and then you realize you've just bitten off more than you can chew.
All right, you take those all day long. On the green, chance for birdie coming up.
Well, this game's simple when you hit him in that close. A wonderful tee shot, and that is finished off for an easy birdie.
We head now to the 416-yard 8th hole, one of the premier par 4s in golf. Fairway wood or long iron off the tee, giving way to a long approach over the cliffs and a yawning chasm below. No issues here. That is into the fairway.
Frank, just the visuals on this second shot to number 8, mind-boggling.
Yeah, this is really where Pebble Beach attracts the best players in the world. Sitting on top of that hill, and you look at this green that angles away from the player on the player's right. Plus, you actually have to look at the putting surface. There's only a small area of flat surface. If you come up, anything sort of 5 or 6 yards short on that putting surface, it will come off. But also, too, you can, if a little bit of local knowledge, don't tell too many people, but you can use the back edge of the green, too, to roll the ball back.
Look here at birdie.
Yeah, and there's two things to think about with this putt, that right to left break and also the slope. It is quite quick and will demand a soft touch.
Yeah, tough to know just how far out to the right to play that one. I mean, that was not far enough.
That's so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it.
Frank, you might be tempted to just stare off at the Pacific Ocean. It's right there, but you'd also better have your focus on what is one of the more challenging par 4s in the game.
Yeah, this stretch, 8, 9, 10, demands just not just concentration, but really great shots. The tee shot here has to be struck absolutely flush down that left side. And the reason why, if you look closely, is this fairway, just everything moves to the right. So if you sort of pitch it in the middle of the fairway or the right-hand side of the fairway, it's going to go in the rough and leave you a really difficult second shot. So a great drive here is rewarded. Oh, I like that one.
From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Well, when you find your ball in the fairway at the 9th, you hit a great tee shot, one of the most difficult fairways to hit on the entire golf course, but now it opens up the opportunity to hit a great second.
Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been.
Oh, and that came out of the rough way too hot. It is back in the thick stuff. More problems.
That's how you salvage a hole. Things were going a little sideways, right? But boom, in the hole from off the green. That is a welcome par. Starting the backside with a 444-yard par 4/10, the last in this stretch along Carmel Bay, offering the widest fairway at Pebble, feeding left to right toward the water. Solid, a good drive in the fairway.
From the heart of the fairway, 180 yards in. Early part of this second nine, a good approach shot, and now pretty good chance for birdie. Now this, for birdie at 10.
And he let quite a few opportunities slip through the cracks on the front side, so he'd love to take advantage here.
Yeah, not quite enough pace, but that's pretty good. Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par.
Well, this is where Pebble Beach changes significantly. We're going away from the Pacific Ocean now, up the hill toward the forest. Frank, what do you think of the 11th hole?
Well, it's tricky, Rich. Number one, because it's blind, as you've detailed, but uphill and it's sea level, so that tee shot's not going to go that far. There is a run out down that left side, just inside the tree line there. That's about 308 yards, but you're not going to go that far. So really, this, you have to respect this hole. Just hit a fairway finder.
So he'll come at it from the left side of the fairway as he gets set now for his second shot.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
This one should work sharply to his right. It's for birdie. Well, that's not a very confident stroke. That was well short coming back up the hill. Frank, that is painful.
I mean, all he had to do, just hit it. Just hit it.
That's another bogey now at 3 over for the day. This 12th hole certainly not as famous as some of the other par 3s here at Pebble Beach, like number 7 or 17. But 12's a good one at 202 yards.
Ideally, you want to work this right to left, just a baby draw, and try to get it to land softly because the green tends to be really firm. Oh, that's not going to be good. Got to be focused on keeping the club moving here. A second to the par 3. Sizable putt from 16 feet. So early on the backside here at the 12th hole, missed opportunity. Are you kidding me?
That looked like it was in.
Okay, third putt's the charm, but it's going to make what a rather untidy 5 here at the par 3. Frank, the 13th hole doesn't get as much fanfare as some of the more picturesque par 4s here at Pebble Beach. Just curious, what do you think of this 13th hole?
I think it's a good hole, Rich, because it rewards you. You can certainly make 3 here. I remember when Tony Jacklin actually made an eagle here, but it's very easy to mess up. Purely because they added those 3 bunkers in on the right side that start at 260 yards and finish at just over 290 yards. What that has done to this hole is actually shrunk the fairway to just 35 yards wide. It's so hard to bounce back after a huge score, especially when you're still reeling from it. But try and pull the screws back in the head there. Just take a little breath, maybe 2. Decent swing. Don't try and kill it. Exactly like that. Really good shot.
Miss hit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All of the above, maybe. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. It wasn't that hard a shot.
Good putt there, but it is another drop shot as that score falls to +6. We arrive now at the 582-yard par 5 14th. It is one of the hardest holes on the PGA Tour, year in, year out. This is a bear. All right, in the fairway. Going to take a big poke to get there, but a chance with his second to the par 5.
Well, just a good solid shot right there with that 3-wood, Frank.
That's an aggressive layup, really, trying to force that 3-wood down and get it as close as possible to the green. That's 2 good shots if you can't reach the par 5.
Gonna have to try and give this a good thump to fly it to the hole. Yeah, look out, kind of sculled that one, and that's going to be over the green and into the rough.
Frank, I think you have to appreciate that he kept his head down and kept his head in the game, and he'll be able to get out of here with a bogey.
Hey, I've been watching for a while, Rich, and I haven't seen touch that good for quite a while.
Seven over for the day.
Here at the 15th, a good drive, Frank, would be right down the middle. A bad drive would be on 17-mile drive. As scenic as it is, it's not where you want to be, is it? It's out of bounds.
Well, you can't afford to go right. You can't afford to pay for that real estate on the right either. So, yeah, anything down there. And fortunately, it's a downhill tee shot. I know there's sort of 4 bunkers really down the left side, but really it's the pop bunker that has to be avoided. Well, that hole is cut front left, so this drive, which was hit down the left side of the fairway, makes the second shot very tricky.
Just 92 yards for his second to this par 4. I like the looks of this one.
I'm not quite sure of that strike, whether they got it all, but ball's just come up a little shy. Outside chance for a birdie.
This is an 11-foot putt. Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. Nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. We now begin one of the most beautiful stretches of finishing holes in all of golf. The march to the sea at Pebble Beach, starting with a 400-yard par 4 16. Key here, carry the island bunker. Oh, yeah, that is a beauty. Is that going to get the slope? Yes, it will. Check this out. Woo, that's going to keep right on going. Perfect spot to play this second, middle of the fairway.
In golf, you know, you've heard the term mulligan. You'd love that a do-over there, wouldn't you? I mean, that's just, that's very poor from that range.
Okay, can't take putts that length for granted, but that's in for a par.
Well, here we are, 17th hole, and this is where you can make your mark on the sport. Frank, so much history this par 3.
It's just a great hole too, Rich. You know, that hourglass-shaped green on the angle. But you're right when you talk about history. You go back to 1972, and this hole played into the breeze. It was a one-iron for Jack Nicklaus. Said one of the greatest shots he ever hit. Actually hit the flagstick, nearly went in. And of course, one of my favorites is 1982. Tom Watson had missed this green to the left, and the late Bruce Edwards was his caddy. And they were looking for options because they were in such a perilous situation with the US Open on the line. And Watson said, well, what about if I just hole it? And if you look really closely at the footage, as Watson starts to run across the green, he's pointing his finger back at Bruce and saying, I told you so. And then just a few years ago too, Gary Woodland, he had to chip it on this green and made 3.
No, you got to get it there. Just didn't do it.
Eight over for the day.
Well, you're not just playing the 18th hole at Pebble Beach, are you? You're taking a moment to soak it all in. Stand on that tee box, look out at the Pacific Ocean, think about what's happened here, who's played this hole, who's made history here, and then you let it rip. That is made to measure right there, right in the center of the fairway. Wow, and Frank, the views here at the 18th at Pebble get a whole lot better when you knock it on into just like that.
Oh, that second shot's like a banana too. It keeps turning left, and you've got to really pick a definitive line, and that was just absolutely ripped.
It's been a tough ride. This would be a nice birdie.
Okay, it's a nice finish, a birdie at 18. And this will be a 7-over round of 79. Well, that about wraps things up for us here today. I'd like to thank my partner, Frank Nobilo. Enjoyed it, Frank?
Certainly did, Rich. Once again, the golf course provided more than a stern test.
And for the entire team, I'm Rich Lerner. Until next time.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like a passion.
Now, from TPC Sawgrass in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, this is EA Sports coverage of PGA Tour golf. Rich Lerner, pleased to be joined here in the booth by my partner Frank Nobilo. And Frank, so much talk about when you look at this course as a whole, but what are the must-dos when you play a track like this?
Try and keep the ball in the fairway, because Pete Dye, he did a great job of trying to deceive you off the tee. A lot of the times, you think the trouble's on the right when really it's on the left. It's another one too, stock plenty of golf balls, but home of the PGA Tour and always worth a quick 18 holes.
We're just going to play 9 here, so let's get it started as we head out to the tee at the par 4 first. Well, that is perfect, right down the middle. What a nice way to get the day started. Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Nota Begay III.
152 to the hole, pin sitting in the back left portion of the green.
That one was running so hot. Okay, good putt there to get your legs underneath you. It's a 4 here at the first. Now to the second. Frank, what do you make of this hole?
Well, over the years, we've seen more and more people hitting 3-wood off this tee. 3-wood's normally easier to draw, and it doesn't run out down that right side. Decision time here at the par 5, and that lie really determines everything. Ball sitting on the pine straw. Just how far or how much can you get out of this lie?
An outside look here for birdie. That's so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. Next up, the 177-yard par 3 third, the easiest par 3 at TPC Sawgrass, 2-tiered green sloping from back to front, and it is protected by a bunker in front and grass bunkers to the right. Birdie, definitely in the cards here if you hit a good shot off the tee. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either, sitting up in the short grass. Now, from the apron, a second to the par 3. Yep, good work not to let that get away, and that's in for a par. Frank, how difficult is it to access the hole location if you miss the fairway here at 4?
Well, if you miss it left, I've got to say the lesser of two evils is to be in the bunker on the right.
Solid, a good drive in the fairway. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
He's in a good spot, 126 yards left to the flag, and that pin, well, it's back left today.
Oh, that is left, and that is trouble. And that ball not wanting to cooperate, and it is into the hazard. All right, so he'll take his drop, and with a penalty stroke added, that'll become his 4th now to the par 4. Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No, no chance. Well, hit the stroke limit on that one. Well, 5th hole here at TPC Sawgrass, long par 4. What's the challenge, Frank?
Depending, really, if you're a long or short hitter, the long hitters have the luxury of taking it over the corner of the bunker down the right. Shorter hitters really play at that bunker down the left, 320 run out.
We've already seen some narrow landing areas on these first few holes. Number 5, no different, and that is really a good tee shot there. Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. And that will be quite a challenge from there to get away with his par.
If he can make this, I'll just take it and run to the next hole.
Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. Oof. A lot of you out there can relate to that. He was hanging on at 3 over coming into this hole. Now it's starting to slip away. With the double bogey, he's at 5 over.
Hole number 6, I really like this hole, Frank. It's fun par 4.
Yeah, very claustrophobic tee shot. Heading through that chute to the fairway starts to open up, and then it sort of shrinks in again because of all the palm trees around this green. But very short par 4. So if you're good with a wedge, good chance for 3. Well, that one's finished in the first cut. It's going to be a little bit harder to spin it from there with a little bit of grass around the ball, but still not too bad.
Now this, Iona, from just off the fairway.
We're looking at 123 yards to the flag and the pin on the left portion of the green.
Ten-foot putt left.
Got it there, but not quite on target.
Six over par on the round right now. Seventh hole here at Sawgrass, Frank, a bit uncomfortable off the tee.
It is. It reminds me a little bit of the opening hole, much longer version, where when you stand on the tee and look at the green, it's a straightaway hole. But that fairway goes to the left and it comes back to the right. But they're all optical illusions.
And that will not make it to the pond, but it is in that long left side bunker here at 7. Gonna have to flight this a long way. His second out of the bunker.
That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short.
Okay, can't take putts that length for granted, but that's in for a par.
TPC Sawgrass, the fabled stadium course designed by the legendary Pete Dye. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. And here at the 8th, Frank, most players are happy walking out of here with a par 3.
And the reason why, it's a very narrow entry to this green. It's just littered with bunkers around, left, behind, to the side, and even short. Once you get further up the green, though, even though this is sort of an undulating green, it starts to widen up. So don't get trapped into just looking at the front of this hole.
Now a second to this par 3.
And the computer dials this one up at 26 feet. Seven over for the day.
Closing out the front side with the par 5, 583-yard 9th. Don't say this too often in this, the era of the long bomber, but this for most is actually a 3-shot par 5. You can get there in 2, but it requires accuracy and 2 enormous shots. And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. Now from way back, better than 300 yards, a second to the par 5. Well, just a good solid shot right there with that 3-wood, Frank.
It's an aggressive layup, really, trying to force that 3-wood down and get it as close as possible to the green. That's 2 good shots if you can't reach the par 5.
I think he'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
Disappointment there. They'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. So, Frank, another round in the books, and that was an entertaining day at the golf course.
Rich, I still can't believe they pay us to do this.
So, for Frank Nobilo, Noda Begay III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour Golf.